I choose you first.
Well, this should be fun. Meet Barry, or should I say Dennis? We'll get to that later. Barry is the leader of the 23 personalities that live in Kevin's body. Hold up, don't break your brain, let me explain. We have Dennis the OCD enforcer, Barry, the artist and leader of the hive, Kevin, the prime personality that owns the body, Patricia, the weird lady, Hedwig, the 9-year-old kid, and a whole lot more.
I think Orwell or Jade or Samuel or Heinrich had the light for a moment and emailed me.
But we're only discussing 6 of them because we only get to meet 6 of them. Oh yeah, that's their therapist, by the way. They see her regularly because she's the only one that believes they exist, and also because, crazy people need someone to talk to too. Well, besides themselves. Because of their extremely unconventional case of dissociative identity disorder, their mannerisms, their speech patterns, the inflections of their voice, their handwriting, their clothing preferences, their level of intelligence, their posture, their fucking medical conditions, and even their level of strength and physical capability are all physiological aspects of their physical body that change whenever a new personality rises to the surface or gains access to the light, which is what they call being in conscious control of Kevin's body. Hedwig believes he's only as strong as a 9-year-old boy, so when the girls trick him and attempt to escape, he genuinely struggles to open the door with them on the other side, but Dennis comes in 3 seconds later and pushes them away like they are nothing. One body, 2 different personalities with 2 different beliefs, resulting in 2 very different levels of strength. Really speaks a lot about how much influence the power of suggestion has over one's mind.
You shouldn't trick children. That shows who you are.
Nigga, you know you're talking to one of the 3 teenage girls you fucking kidnapped, right? I don't think you're in any position to be giving out lectures on the ethics of maliciously taking advantage of kids for one's own personal gain. Yeah, we might as well give him his own fucking introduction at this point. So, meet Dennis. He's got OCD. Like, really, really bad OC fucking D.
Nah. Please, keep your area neat. The bathroom, it's unacceptable.
Look at your sweater. It's ruined. It's dirty. Remove it.
To make it easy, I've color-coded these. Use a blue bottle for the floor and the pink bottle for the ceramic surfaces. You've got a crumb on your shirt. You've got...
Take it off. Just take it off.
He starts off the movie by kidnapping 3 teenage girls because
He has a proclivity to watch young girls dance naked.
I choose you first.
He wanted me to dance for him.
this scene is ironic because her attempts to dissuade him from paying attention to her is exactly what made him direct all his attention towards her. Again, really makes you think about the paradoxical nature of the connection between one's beliefs and one's actions. She believed that he was going to do something to her first, then she acted on that belief by trying to stop it or dissuade him from doing something to her first. But that action, which was influenced by her self-deprecating belief, is exactly what made her biggest fears manifest into reality. He kidnapped them for these beasts that he and Patricia keep referencing throughout the movie, but we'll get back to that later. During their first on-screen visit to their clinical psychologist, which comes soon after the kidnapping done by Dennis, we can see that upon first glance, this is supposed to be a different personality from the one that did the kidnapping. His name is Barry and he's the carefree, fun-loving, artistic type. But upon further closer behavioral analysis, you can see that certain compulsive tendencies are starting to slip out, evident by the way he adjusts certain objects in the room in an attempt to make them more symmetrically aligned with the rest of the environment, the way he anxiously paces around the room, the way he refuses to touch doorknobs with his bare hands, trying to give off this appearance of being carefree and fun-loving instead of just being carefree and fun-loving, the way he strategically asks all these very specific questions while constantly trying and failing to reassure her that everything is fine.
To whom am I speaking with now?
She's a licensed clinical psychologist with about 30 years of experience. Of course she knows it's not fucking Barry.
I'm gonna take a professional guess. I think I'm talking to Dennis.
That's a smart lady. That's a smart fucking lady right there. This leads to a really good expository scene where the psychologist basically explains that Dennis and Patricia, who were previously banned from the light, have taken over and locked out all the other personalities because of their extremely unorthodox beliefs, referring of course to the aforementioned beast. But it's framed in such a way that it's not just her speaking to the audience like we're a bunch of dumb kids, or her just regurgitating information to another character in the movie who we know she knows this information. No. It's presented as her thinking out loud and sharing her speculations with both the character of Dennis and the audience in real time. The scene essentially does two things. It shows her just how smart, deductive, and most importantly, how incredibly fucking good at her job she is, while also helping the audience stitch together all the little seeds that the movie has been feeding us all this while. Really good stuff. Patricia, Dennis, and Hedwig take turns taking care of the girls, and they all keep referencing the beast and how he's gonna come for them. But it turns out Hedwig is more powerful than we thought, because he has the power to overthrow Barry as leader and take the light from him, which is how Patricia and Dennis have been running their whole operation with impunity. By validating his experience and making him feel seen and understood, the therapist is eventually able to get Dennis to reveal himself to her. She then finds out about the girls, so Dennis puts her under, brings out the beast, and he hugs her to death. He's got superhuman strength, unbreakable skin that's tough as that of a rhino, and he can climb walls like the best mountain climbers in the world. All this simply because he believes he can. Fucking crazy shit. She has the power to force Kevin, the original personality, into the light and push all the others to the side by simply saying his full name. So she writes it down on a note, tries to say it to save herself, but she's barely conscious herself, so she just rolls over and dies. The beast gets to work with the other two girls, but Anya Taylor-Joy is the main character, obviously. So she finds the note, says his name, and we finally get to meet Kevin. For like 2 seconds before the beast comes back and starts chasing her around. He's about to take a big ass bite out of her, but then he sees that she's been cutting herself, most likely as a result of being touched by her uncle.
Take off your stuff. Animals don't wear clothes. Come on. Yeah. Come on.
Anyway, he sees her scars, then decides to let her go because
You are different from the rest. The broken are the more evolved. Your heart is pure. Rejoice!
So apparently, he ate the other two girls because they have been kept safe their whole lives, but he let her go because she has trauma. Alright, she gets rescued by one of the zoo attendants because they've been living under a fucking zoo this whole time. The girl gets patched up, news breaks out. We cut to a diner where the news anchor calls Kevin and his gang the Horde, and we get this absolutely marvelous scene.
This is like that crazy guy in the wheelchair that they put away 15 years ago. And they gave him a funny name too. What was it?
Oh shit, here it comes!
Mr. Glass.
Fuck yeah, nigga! That's my nigga David Dunn right there! That's my fucking guy right there, bro! Let's fucking go! Oh, fuck. That last part took all my fucking energy, bro. I gotta go eat! Fuck, but I can't do that if y'all don't fucking subscribe to the Patreon. Come on, what are we doing over here? It's got my podcast. It's called Wecko's Echo. It's, we do a lot of fun stuff on there, like we review movies, I answer your question, we react to Reddit stories. So, yeah, go get you some more funny, entertaining content over there. Whew! Well, this was fun. Subscribe to the Patreon, link in the description, and I'll see you guys in the next analysis. Okay, my nigga Hedwig got some moves. Okay, I'll see you, my nigga.